Okay, as you can see, it's morning here, and it's just getting into the sun sort of thing, so I think I'm going to have to move it back a little bit for the morning and hopefully still retain the afternoon sun sort of thing, so I'll do that. Well, actually I might be able to do that now. Water's gone down a little bit. Oh, don't know. Can we do it? Can we? No, I don't think we're going to have to move the bucket, fellas. We're going to have to move the bucket. Oh, it's a tree stump, that's why. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to have to adjust it, fellas, but we'll stick it just here for the time being. Just to see how we go. Well, we've definitely got morning sunlight now, so on it. So that's something anyway. So anyway, I got some extra fly traps, as I said. If I'm on spot coming. So extra fly traps there, so I'll be putting those up over the next few days. So there's about 4 to 6 fly traps there, and I'm just going to get myself a load. Just make sure it's all nicely mixed in. As you do. So I'm going to get myself a litre of this, as you do, standard 1 litre topping, and we'll see how we go with this. You know what, standard 1 litre Josh topping, or as is known now, Josh stopping, due to this almost car accident in early 2017, I think it was early 2017. Remember, so I was doing the videos of the story of the double flush, the original one I did, so that should be enough. Back to normal focus as we walk around. Okay. So this is day 27, so we're just setting this one up on day 27, and I've had a few interesting developments. I'm always having interesting developments. As I said, I think everything in CPs is a little bit bullshit, so yeah, you're going to have to move a pot, fellas. You're going to have to move a pot. Yeah, we'll move that one down there for the time being, as you do. We'll bring this one in there, as you do. Better go. Oh yes, first of all, this one here, I better go to spot Cullen. This one here, can you see the bubbles on that? Yeah. Oh, I also am getting bubbles on that one, so I suppose. But with the one with the chalk, not too many, if any, bubbles. So yeah, so there may be a difference. So is the chalk, is that what it does? So are the bubbles due to photosynthesis or something else? So anyway, we'll see. That one, oh, even though it's a baby one, I think it's going to make a move soon. Oh yes, the this one with the iron. That's why I'm doing more iron experiments. Look at that, it's made such a... I mean, the people out of not Plantastic, that used to be an old company, whatever it is, out of Melbourne or whatever, not Collector's Corner, the other place, the other mob, as they say. They mentioned a comment about Venus fly traps being so plastic. I think that's what they mean. They can change so quickly. So yeah. Anyway. We'll see how we go. Yeah, these things are all putting up the leaves. This one's adjusting quite nice. Got quite a nice tint to that one on the older leaves. That one there, and I'm going to move the thing here with the other hand so we don't cross-contaminate. Okay, here we go, fellas. So this one's been double flushed to get it nice and toasty sort of thing. You know, look at the sand. It's got that sort of look to it. So we're just going to put this on there, hopefully in between the plants, whether the plants are going to die or not. But That's a Malaluk. It's an Aussie native. Surely it can handle this. Come on, fellas. That's what I'm saying. It's so strange, isn't it? Yeah. Shouldn't take. See, it doesn't take too long, and all we have to do is just flush it, and you just go through your normal routine of double flushing on a double on a daily basis, and I usually calculate how many it is to the volume halfway down the pot, to the number of flushes you need to do. So I equate the thickness here, the litre, to the distance down there halfway down the pot, which in the case of this 10 litre pot is 5 litres, of course. So I back calculate to that, and that gives me a gauge of when I think the soil is going to change and green up or be ready to plant the plant in. So that's what I do. I do all my calculations back to the central point, because that's all my old experiments were done on that sort of thing. So that would be my thesis, talking about that as a special relationship between the number of flushes you need. So yeah, some of the wires are more astute to you who've looked at all my JPEGs probably would have picked it up by now, but I'm sure Gideon would have picked it up by now. The odd pot here and there with a little bit of coating on it, they would have picked it up. So anyway, it all works back to that. So yeah, so okay, how are we going? Yep. So I don't know if this is going to keep that nice grey look. I don't know. It's going to go blacker. It did go really quite dark black when I first made it up yesterday. So I always like to leave them overnight, sort of, for a day, sort of thing, basically. So short they. Now we've got a little oxalate. I don't expect that one to survive, but it'll be amazing. Oh, I don't know. Oxalis that's one of the tougher weeds, wasn't it? That could handle. It could handle sort of aberrant nutrients and things like that. Quite. It can handle in the same way that Mexican pink can handle calcium, sort of thing. You think, oh, geez, that's a carnivorous plant genus. And other members of the very same genus, North American and European pink, supposedly can't handle calcium, but maybe there's a quirk of calcium that is what they can't handle. If you nullify or abrogate, I don't know if abrogate's the word, for that ameliorate, I suppose, for that problem with the calcium. So you still got calcium, but you've got rid of the problem, basically. Maybe you can actually grow European pings in calcium. Maybe they'll get some benefits from the calcium then. Maybe they'll get the same sort of benefits that the Mexicans can sort of get because they can handle whatever the problem is. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, basically that's that. I managed to flood some of these pots and get rid of some of the polystyrene beads, which is why, they're looking a lot cleaner. And I've got that there. And how close I can get. Better go in for a close up on this one because, it might become important, We'll see if it changes. Still, the one in the copper is not dead, and it's been, how long is it now? We're day 27 now. One in the aluminium is starting to get a nice sort of fresh look to it. I don't know how close I can go. I can get the camera around from the side without getting the shadow on it. Okay, well that's about it. I don't know when this flower's going to open up, I don't know. But I'm still getting this greening on the side here. Only on this side at the moment, mainly because that's the one that's in the sun initially. Whether eventually it's all going to suddenly go, boom, we're going to get like half a crescent of greening, and suddenly the next day it's all going to be absolutely green on top. I don't know. This one's still plugging out this looks like going to be a large leaf. Whether the fly traps follow the same sort of rule with the cereus. Once you've got 3 mature pitches up and open, once you've got 3 mature leaves up and open on the fly traps, that's when it's going to go berserk. I don't know. This one that was red only yesterday and bending out there has lost its red coloration in a single day. That's how fast the changes are on these things. Can you imagine? I can't believe that. It's from day 26 to day 27. That was quite red there, and it's grown. You can actually see the growth. You can actually compare those JPEGs from yesterday's JPEGs to this morning's JPEGs, and you can actually see things growing. I mean, that never seemed to happen in my day. In my day, it was a bit like just a a whole pot or bucket of newspaper cellulose. You stick something in it and it do bugger all, or as we say down there in the land of the F word, it do fuck all. And you know, you spend half a lifetime, you know, you take 3 years or something to grow something up. Now you just put them in and bang, you can see data and results coming back in days, if not overnight, sort of thing. Oh, new leaf coming up in there, I don't know. New one coming up there. Got a piece of the old John Noy in there, don't we? Anyway, so I don't know. I think there's going to be maybe because it's not getting enough morning light. Maybe that's what it is. It needs more morning light, fellas. I don't know. Okay. Well, this one's starting to make a little bit of a better move now. I'm doing the double flush on this because it's worth it. It's a sand culture sort of thing. Anyway, it's time to put this one back, I think. Oh, put this one back in the sun. Move that out the way over there, and put this back in the sun so you get the same sort of arrangement. If we can, put that back on there for watering, and it should sink in. And hang on, that was over there like that. Okay, now we're back to where we were. Okay, so I'll just do a close up on this one because we didn't do a close up on this one. Still got that nice look to it, and the clip's running out in 17 seconds.